What is up? It's time for last minute betting with the sports nuts. There's one nut here. That would be me. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this particular YouTube channel. Live chat is available. Yes, it is. BetMGM and PointsBet sign-up bonuses are below. Underdog Fantasy and Thrive Fantasy deposit matches are there. Hey, look who showed up. By the way, don't just sign up for these. Actually deposit and bet, guys. All right? That's how it works. All right? So, I'm excited about the night. Thursday night football edition of Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. And we've already got JR in here saying hi. What's up, JR? How are you? We are ready to get on with it. Mike, interesting matchup. Our friend Adam McLean this morning was really touting the over in this game because it's probably going to be bad weather. Meaning that the running game ought to be going pretty good. And the last time these two teams got together, they combined for over 70-something points. The over, the number's 41.5. It was actually 42 at one point in time this morning. You think that's a play?
Yeah, I do, Bob. I like it a lot. You got to look at these two teams just played each other. Quite frankly, the Panthers probably should have won that game, Bob. That was a game in which Carolina outgained them in the air, on the ground, every way, shape, or form. A missed field goal, a missed extra point, really being the difference in that game. I agree. I think that the total has definitely got to be a play here tonight. But I think I'm willing to back Carolina a little bit tonight, Bob. I mean, Carolina's coming off a game where they did nothing against Cincinnati. They looked awful. So when you play really bad and really poor, you want to get back to it as quick as you can. And, they've got to have a little revenge in mind here against Atlanta. Atlanta fumbled the game away, if you will, against the Chargers. They let that one get away. That's probably a game they should have won. I'm sure they're ready to get out there and play again. But if the Panthers have any pride left, Bob, they got to come out and be ready to play here.
Mike Gurley, who I was on a call with earlier today, just hopped on. Mike, how you doing? Thank you for joining the show. We very, very much appreciate it. And pass this along to your friends too, Mike. Tell them about this show on this YouTube channel, and let's get more people out here.
Bob, you also have to remember, Carolina, they only allow 21.2 points per game at home on the season. On the road, it bumps up to about 30.5. So this team's much different at home than they are on the road. So something to definitely note.
Hey, where were we on separate sides last night? What game was that? Was that the Florida game?
Florida, Carolina.
Yeah. And who did I pick? Florida, right? I was right. Guess who I'm picking tonight in this Thursday night game? I'm taking Atlanta -2.5. So you can have Carolina. You're going to go with Carolina. I'm taking that'll be 2 nights in a row.
I'll take the +2.5. I think we will go right on ahead with that.
Hey, man, Marcus Mariota has surprised the heck out of me at how well he has played this year, Mike.
Here's the thing, Bob. Atlanta's favored in this game.
Right.
So, they've been really good against the spread, but they've only been favored one time. So, again, I like Atlanta, good team, been good against the spread this season, no doubt about it. But again, I think this is a tale of two teams that are different at home and on the road. And
but the weather's going to have something to do with that. And I want to talk about Marcus Mariota, man. Come on, this kid has resurrected himself this year. Nobody thought that he was going to do as well as he has. His running and open field running and getting away from the pass rush has been a key to Atlanta's success, don't you think?
Yeah, and no two ways about it. But there again, I just don't think that. I think we're overhyping Atlanta a little bit. They're to me they're no better than Carolina in a lot of senses. Bob, these two teams played each other down to the wire. Carolina probably should have won that game, man. I know a lot's made about the Panthers getting rid of Christian McCaffrey, and the Carolina's not a real good team. But I'm just not impressed with Atlanta on the road being a favorite in this spot.
I think I like Mariota at quarterback better than I do Baker Mayfield, Mike. I'm just saying. I think I really do.
I think I would tend to agree with that, at least what we're seeing right now.
Right.
But again, you got to remember, Carolina, they outgained them in on the ground and in the air the last time these two teams met. So make what you want of it.
Okay. I like
and that was without McCaffrey too.
Want to ask you whether you like Mariota on an over or under for rushing yards. 30.5 is as low as you're going to get unless you're going to Prize Picks, and then you can get 29.5. Just a fantasy play for those out there with the fantasy apps like Underdog and Thrive and Prize Picks. What do you like? Do you like an over or an under with Mariota tonight? Yeah, I know. It's a tough one. I think I like the over.
I'll tell you what I do like. I like DJ Moore tonight to go over his receptions. He had a pretty big game against these Falcons their last go around.
It's going to be raining, Mike. It's going to be raining, man.
That's fine. That's
they're in the middle of a tropical storm.
Okay, so you don't think they'll throw the ball?
I don't think they will throw it as much. I don't think they will.
Okay, they don't have to throw it as much. They don't have to. That doesn't matter. I just like DJ Moore to go over his receptions. He needs 5 catches. I think he can get that. There's no reason DJ Moore can't still get 5 catches. Rain, snow, sleet, whatever. Hurricane, tornado.
Okay. With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, he's got enough.
DJ Walker, Bob.
That's right. Walker's playing today.
Yeah.
About that.
I forgot why you were. Now I realize why you're.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
We're not getting. There's no Baker here.
Yeah. PJ. Okay.
Yeah. Get yourself in.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You know what? Correct.
You hate Baker Mayfield so much. You got him on your mind too much.
I just don't think
he's benched. He's where he belongs. Okay.
PJ Walker's not that good either. I'll take Mariota and the Falcons. Stephen Batts at more passing yards with hurricane winds. LOL. There you go, Mike. Steven's going to get on you too. Get him, Steven. Hurricane winds.
Hey,
Mike.
You're assuming he's on me. He may be saying the opposite of what you're saying here, Bob. You're reading into that too much.
No, I'm not. He's defended you before. Now he's on the attack here.
Boy, you assume a lot, don't you, man? You just.
No, I know. I know my people. Steven's with me every morning. All right. Let's look at some positive EV here. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah. And DJ Moore, by the way, was a positive EV play that I hit over 4.5 receptions. So.
Hey guys, just making sure Bob is okay after that Blues Flyers game. Stuart, how you doing, buddy? Hey, you know what? Congratulations to your Phillies for making it as far as they did. And I tried to ride them for a couple of 3 games, but in the end, the Astros were just the better team, and those 2 pitchers couldn't carry them. But I got to ask you, Stuart. Are you pretty ticked off that your manager took your starter out after 70 pitches and the guy brought in gave up the big bomb? I don't know what's up with these managers nowadays, but they're overthinking and there are too many analytics, in my opinion. All right. Now I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, Philadelphia is definitely hot right now in every sport. Well, I guess NBA we could maybe say not so much, but
They were just in
definitely.
the MLS championship, Mike.
Yeah, well, Flyers are playing good too.
Yeah, I know.
They've been a bit of a surprise here, and they're looking pretty steady right now. And right now the NHL is just all over the place.
This one just popped in. The Pelicans -5.5 first half point spread. That one I did not see today. Man, it's a low market width of 12 cents. Gee. -108 on the Pinnacle line, plus 105 on BetMGM, and obviously BetMGM is juicing the other side. It's a 2.73% play. What do you think, Mike? I think we'll jump on it for a half a unit.
Yeah, I mean, you got Portland who just played last night, Bob, and obviously the Pelicans did too. Both of them did. So I think I would roll. I think I would maybe roll. Man, I don't know. Portland's been so good against the spread on the year. Of course, that is just first half.
First half.
Half a unit would be worth. Yeah. I think I'd throw a half a unit on it, just so we don't know.
There's your play, Micah. DJ Moore right there, over 4.5 plus 102 on FanDuel. So I'll go ahead and hit that with you, since you already said that we're doing it. I'm going to be a team player here, all right? Blues and Sharks over 6 tonight.
Obviously, Bob, I do want to point out I don't think Lillard's out he's resting for Portland, but you got to remember they're 3-0 without Lillard. So I don't really think that should be factored in a whole lot, but go ahead.
Over 6 in the Blues and Sharks.
I like that. Okay. I like Portland first quarter money line, Bob. I know I think that's worth a small wager on.
Okay.
I think I'd consider looking at that.
Okay. Let's go there.
Well, it was just by you.
I missed it. I'm sorry. No, that was first half money line, Mike.
It was first half or first quarter?
I thought I saw first half. I may be wrong. Let me go back and let me look. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong.
Make this quicker. Type in Blazers.
Okay.
No, don't search, Bob. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Actually, Mike, I don't think hang on. It was under recommended filters.
Hit Control F and then type in Blazers.
I know. Just hang on. Let's see if it comes up here. There it is. Oh, it is first quarter. You were right. Okay. If you like that.
Small amount, though. I mean, less than a half amount.
Very small amount. Joel Embiid under 28.5. Now, he had like 30-something points the other night, didn't he, Mike?
Well, Bob, he's coming back from being banged up.
Right.
So.
You feel under with him? I do.
He had 33 against Phoenix.
Right.
No Harden tonight, so we got to factor that in a little bit. So, I'll stay away.
Okay. All right. Stay away from that. Edmonton, Carolina over 7.
Especially considering all these big name guys are live. I mean, you saw last night all the 30-point games we had in the NBA. All these big star players are just throwing it up. If you've been watching and paying attention to the NBA, lots of points and lots of 30-point games for guys. Last night you had Tatum with a big game. You had Durant with a big game. Morant with a big game. LeBron had a big game. You just had guys all over tearing it up. So DeRozan had a solid game.
All Our new friend Mike Gurley is jumping in. Mike, Portland and Pelicans under 222.
Yeah, I love that play, Mike. I'm glad you pointed that out. Both of these teams really scored a decent amount last night, had a pretty good shooting offensive night, both on a back-to-back. Obviously, that's a good spot to take the under. No two ways about it.
Way to go, Mike. You're contributing. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look. New Orleans scored 115 points last night. Portland didn't have as much. I was thinking of Atlanta and Utah, but Portland had a decent amount, 105. But even if they get that number, I mean, that under is still a great play. I don't see New Orleans.
Okay.
I don't see New Orleans lighting it up again tonight.
Here's where we get into a discrepancy with what Positive EV says and what we think. Because Positive EV, there's a play right now of over 220.5 between the Pelicans and the Trailblazers. Now, his under 222 is still good. And the overs could still hit if they land on 221, right?
Yeah.
That could happen. That could happen. Got to start thinking about UFC 281. Did Steve have any picks? Or is he gone? Someone else wrote the UFC article. I don't know who's doing the UFC article. I will find out, Steven, and get back to you. All right. Mike, you got some bets?
Yeah, Bob, I've got some in my bet tracker here, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
All right. Well, let's see what I got. I've got DJ Moore over 4.5 player receptions. I took that one. I took Bergeron on his under 3.5 player shots on goal. And I took Zibanejad on his over 3.5 player shots on goal. Some of these NHL player shots on goals have been pretty good. And I took Gaudreau on his over 3.5 shots on goal tonight. Looks like I'm beating the closing line value on all these plays. Been doing that pretty decently. Had a little bit of a rough night last night, although my NBA video, I think we hit 2 of the 3 bets. But some of the other ones I hit last night didn't go so well. But I have a few pending in the NHL. I've got the over in the Kings Blackhawks that I showed last night, but these were for tonight's games, not last night. And the Islanders, I've got them on the puck line -1.5. I've got looks like I got the over 6 in the Coyotes Islanders game as well.
A little butterfly. Woo.
Yeah. And then Red Wings Rangers, I've got the under 6. So
I think I like that Red Wings Rangers. And I also like the Islanders Arizona. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I think we should be in pretty good shape here. I will go to my NHL article here real quick for y'all. See if it is up and running here. And I will show you the bets that we ended up going with. So let me here it is right here. I just passed it up right in front of my face and I missed it. I'm real smart. You know, I took a juiced money line. I took here's what I went with, Bob. I took the Bruins on the money line. They're undefeated at home. Calgary's on a 6-game losing streak. Not a good road team. Been struggling, not scoring very much as well. Boston's dynamite. And Bob, I'm looking for one team to end their winning streak. I think Buffalo on the money line's pretty good value here. I love the spot to take Buffalo. They're at home, so I hate going against Vegas, one of the best teams in the NHL, but I'm going to go with a juiced money line favorite, and then I'm going to go with a heavy underdog favorite. Both of those bets on points bet. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Anyone like Chris Rock wants to know if anyone likes Smashville tonight? No.
Definitely not a game that I had on my radar necessarily.
It's on mine. I got Colorado -1.5. It's in my NHL video.
Yeah, it is tempting, with the way things have been going, but I mean, Nashville did win what two of the 3 games on their little road trip, 2 of the 4. I guess they're on this 5-game road trip right now, so they've been doing okay, but they haven't really played a whole lot of anybody. You know, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton's up and down. Seattle been decent, but
Right.
yeah, I'll stay away from Nashville.
Well, I'm staying away from Nashville and going with Colorado. Definitely. All right, let me show you my bet tracker here real quick. So we got a college football game we did a video on yesterday, and we definitely want to get to this. Georgia Southern and Louisiana. I've actually went with Louisiana Lafayette, and they've kicked my butt, Mike. So I went ahead and took Georgia Southern yesterday, if I can find it in here. There it is. Plus 3.5, and took the under in points, under 61.5. Also, we had over 42 tonight with the Panthers and the Falcons. 76ers and Hawks over 221.5. And here are a couple of plays, Mike, that a couple of guys pointed out this morning. CPAT, Cordarrelle Patterson, over 49.5 rushing yards. And Deontay Foreman, over 54.5 rushing yards. And I took, believe it or not, the Kansas Jayhawks minus 23.5 against North Dakota State. Oh, yeah. I'm dipping my toes into the college basketball water. And also, you're talking about player receptions. Kyle Pitts, over 3.5 player receptions. And in the Sixers Hawks game, what about this Tyrese Maxey, under 33.5 PRA?
Yeah, I'd roll with it, I guess. The worry there is Harden is out. So Maxey has shown he can carry the load pretty good. At times he can definitely, put up some points. And I liked, I saw a prop on him for his over assists. I liked. So I'd say it's all right. I'd roll with it. Considering it was a positive EV play. But right. You take Pitts on his over receptions, but you want to roast on me for taking DJ Moore on his over. You're telling me 1 minute they're not going to throw the football. Hold on, let me finish. I'm not done talking. Let me finish. I'm not done talking. Don't interrupt. 1 minute you're telling me I'm crazy for taking a guy on his over receptions, and the next minute here you are taking one.
I never said. I never used the word crazy.
Well, you sure
Mike Gurley likes Nashville tonight, but he doesn't have anything on it. Mike, you don't like Nashville in hockey tonight. I'm telling you, Colorado's going to – glad you don't have any money on. Georgia Southern, Louisiana Raging, over. I have a play on in college football. Okay. I went with the under, go with the over. Georgia Southern does have a really good offense, though. So
I'll take. I'm going with this Buffalo. I like the value. I think this is a spot, man. I really do. I'm going to go with Buffalo to pull it off at home underdog against the red hot Vegas Golden Knights. I hate to do that, but Mikey, that's what I'm rolling with.
Give me an anytime touchdown score. Okay, we don't have a video out, so give me one. Give me one right now.
I think I would like to go with DJ Moore. I've got him on his over receptions. He did score a touchdown, had a big game against Atlanta last go around. I think I will expect him to find the end zone here.
I'm giving you 2. Cordarrelle Patterson and
I would go with I would consider Patterson, yes.
And I'm going with Mariota.
Yeah. I mean, DJ Moore had a quiet game against Cincinnati, had a big game against Atlanta. I think that Walker will look his direction. And yeah, I think that I'll roll with you say Patterson
and Mariota.
Yeah, I'll roll with you on Patterson. I'll roll with that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. You said you had DJ Moore. I'm trying to find him in here. Mariota is to score a touchdown is plus 280. DJ Moore to score a touchdown is plus 180. And Patterson is plus 105. So good value on the Moore and Mariota. This is kind of like RBIs in baseball, man. There's no perfect line. DraftKings has a boost on Patterson to plus 200. I better get there and jump on that, huh? Oh, speaking of which, last night the boost on DraftKings hit. Yes, they all
with
scored
ease.
over 20. Yeah,
Tatum, Durant, and LeBron all over 20.
Yes, that was
20
great.
plus, wasn't it? Was it over
20 plus? Yes,
20 plus. Yeah, that was a good one. Liked that one tremendously. Didn't expect all the 30 plus point games though. I mean, my goodness,
I know.
that was unreal.
I know. But
and what's funny is we had a play on Jod for over 29 and a half, and we're like, we're taking that boost. We won't double dip. Should have double
jumped
dipped
on that.
Should have. I know we should have, but that boost was very good. I liked that.
But I like this boost. Patterson to plus 200 to score a touchdown. I better get on there right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Other than it's Carolina's night, Bobby.
See you tomorrow. Go Atlanta. Go Falcons.
Go Panthers.
Dirty Bird.
Plus 2.5.
Dirty Bird minus 2.5. Dirty Bird.
Dirty Bird after they're drug across the